Hi everyone, welcome back to New England Graveyard. And if you're new here, welcome. And I hope you enjoy your stay and your visit with us. Today, I am at Oxford, Massachusetts at the North Cemetery, and I am here with the creator of the American Red Cross, Clara Barton. She was a social reformer, one of the most honored women in American history. She began teaching school at a time when most teachers were men, and she was among the first women to gain employment in the federal government. She risked her life to bring supplies and support to soldiers in the field during the American Civil War. At age 59, she founded the American Red Cross in 1881 and earned the nickname of the Angel of the Battlefield for her monumental efforts to treat the wounded soldiers. Born Christmas Day on a farm in North Oxford, Mass., she became a teacher and a government worker before heading off to nurse the wounds of soldiers on bloody Civil War battlefields. She was so close to the front lines at the Battle of Antietam in September of 1862 that a bullet passed through her clothes and killed the wounded soldier she was tending. After a prisoner of war brought her a list of dead soldiers from the legendary Anderson Confederate prison camp in Georgia, she became an advocate for soldiers missing in action. Nearly 13,000 of 45,000 confined Union soldiers died of disease, filth, starvation, and exposure due to the lack of supplies and the overpopulated facility. Thanks to her work, she was able to return to Andersonville and mark the graves of thousands of soldiers, and later published a list of their names. Once people realized she had found dead soldiers, she started receiving thousands of letters from wives, mothers, and daughters. As director of the Federal Missing Persons Office, she became the first woman to manage a government bureau, receiving $15,000 in congressional appropriations and working with her own staff. As a woman in the 19th century, she had met career hardships, being ignored in promotion for men who at times were less qualified than she was. She and her small staff received over 63,000 requests for help and were able to locate over 22,000 men, some of whom were still alive. In 1868, she went to Europe, and among the many things she did was to visit Switzerland to learn about the organization called the International Red Cross Committee. Each member wore a badge of a red cross on a white background. And on the battlefield, the men who wore the badges were always welcome as they brought medical relief for the wounded. She also did battlefield nursing during the Franco-Prussian War. Returning to the United States, she began to work towards forming the organization that became the American Red Cross in 1881. The government agreed to permit such an organization, which resulted in a congressional charter in 1900, officially recognizing the Red Cross services. She was the first president and served for 23 years before retiring in 1904. Responding to natural disasters, she was there to help with the 1889 Johnstown flood in Pennsylvania and the Galveston hurricane of 1890. With a membership number of 160, she was one of the earliest members of the Daughters of the American Revolution. Let's take a look at the engraving over here. Clara Barton, Angel of the Battlefield, Civil War, 1861 to 1865. Franco-Prussian War, 1870 to 1671. Spanish-American War, 1898. Organizer and President of the American National Red Cross, 1881 to 1904. And she was born December 25th, 1921, and passed April 12th, 1912. So let's take a look around. Dorothy Barton, 1804 to 1846. Must be her mother. And these must be her parents, Captain Stephen Barton and Sarah Stone Barton. Now, I'm going to assume that Clara is actually buried right here at this marker, which, in case you can't tell, we got a red stone cross. The Red Cross. What an incredible human being, and definitely ahead of her time. So let's take a look around where she is. She's actually pretty close to the front of the cemetery. When you pull in, you basically take a right and you follow right to her. She's over in the corner. Huh? I stand corrected. CB. This must be where she must be laying here. This must be her footstone. That must be her headstone. So that is American legend, American Red Cross founder Clara Barton. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please come back for more. Please subscribe, tell all your friends about us, and please ring the bell so that you're always alerted as to when I post, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.